roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But first down, Hurts. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Second and 10. Love looking to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Adams, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Mike Pennell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Love. And his this throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
.31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, what a move. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Loves throws on target to Duvernay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Love now. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it down.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on second and 13, Love. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside. 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Hurts dancing to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning.
Touchdown, Falcons! Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Now Pollard. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff here to Nwangu. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Love. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
1st down.
To the air again, Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on second and long. Love drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a third and about 13. Love. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Love looking to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off. He's back to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take